Hi, this is my submission for the Observation API Meli implement. Uh, for this challenge, I don't think there's a lot of like requirements listed out in this challenge, but as per the requirements and from the discussion forums that went back and forth with like different types of questions, so I built up a submission that fits these requirements. So there is this Meli data center API documentation, which is like just a documentation, I suppose. Like if you have a API present and if you wanted to like build a documentation, I think that's what this Meli data center API does, like or the Meli app does. Anyways, uh, so the requirements for this challenge is to basically do a get on an observation, get all the observation records, or get a specific observation record, edit an observation, or update an observation. Basically, edit and update are like post and patch. I'm gonna show you that. So everything is on the observation object. So let me go to the Salesforce org. So you can see I installed the package that they have provided. So it gave me like the whole object model. But if you install my unmanaged package, it should also give you the object model with the classes. So I have observations. So I have created like some test observations. So let's see. So these are all the observations, right? Excuse me. So I have like 4 observations, and you can click on the observation. It goes you to like these details. So let me go into the rest classes. So I'm using the workbench. I mean, you can use any tool you like, but I like workbench the most. So when you give like this, like apex rest 1.0 is like the version number and the observations, and do a get request on it, it's going to return all the observations. So you can see these are all the observation records. Well, actually, these are all like, let me show you on this on lint. Okay. So these are all the observation records. Yeah, it is escaping the string, but if you remove all the like escapes, you should be getting a right JSON. And let me see if I can escape them. So you can see that I did an escape, and you can see all the observation records in an array. So with like I have 4 observations, so it shows up all the 4 observations. So that's this. So if you wanted to like choose an observation, just one, let's see, let me take this. Let's see, observation, you are selecting my observation 4. So you do an execute, and it just gives you one observation like. I'm just showing you like the JSON. So this is like the one observation. That's my observation 4. You can see that one, right? So it's showing one. And you can also do like a type, and it gives you the observation records for the type or the asset ID. There is any, yeah, asset ID or the space ID. Let's pull a space ID. Let's put this on. So that's the space ID. So this is all the get requests. So it gives you a list. It filters by the type, asset ID or space ID, or it gives you a specific observation record. Let's go to like the post and the patch. So the difference between a post and a patch is that post updates everything on that record. So if you assume that you just send like the partial request in the body, it still updates everything that is present, like from the value type to the asset ID as defined in the structure of the observation. That's the post. Versus the patch, if you send the partial update, it just updates that like partial values. So let me give you an. So I'm taking my observation 2 and I'm doing a patch, right? Slash son patch. I'm changing the title of this one. That's the JSON, right? So I'm doing an execute. So it changed the title. So that's my observation too. Let's go back to the observations. See. So you can see that the title is changed. Just the title is changed. So this title is changed for the demo. Whereas if you do the same thing, uh, let's see. I'm doing a post versus a patch. I'm just changing these three values. So it's gonna like clear out the rest of the values, like the value, value type and all. Let's see. I'm doing a post. So you say that it's changed in demo, but you can see all the status, reason for ignore, value type. Everything else is cleared out. The reason is it's a post, and on a post it updates the whole record, and I'm expecting a full structure. So that's the post, and in the patch you just send like a partial one, and it updates just that particular field. So that's the difference between the post and the patch. So these are all like the four things that were expected in the challenge. So let me go to the code. So my structure of classes is pretty simple. So there is this observation structure, which is a JSON structure representation in Apex class, and then I have observation REST that has all the get, post, and patch, and then I have observation manager class which retrieves the observations and which does the updates. And I have one helper class, and I also have like a test class where I'm inserting my data and I'm all testing the positive and negative tests, and the coverage is above 90%. So that's all. I hope you like my submission, and thank you. Bye bye.